if you can't take a big hit and keep going, you're not going to get very far in life. Most people probably won't tell you that, but the reality is, you got to be ready to throw down. Like, you got to be willing to throw down. Like, life is not going to be easy. So another question I got on Instagram over the weekend was, how do you stay motivated when you've had a great loss? And my response was, if you can't take a big hit and keep going, you're not going to get very far in life. Most people probably won't tell you that, but the reality is, you got to be ready to throw down. Like, you got to be willing to throw down. Like, life is not going to be easy, particularly if you're going after big goals. Like, you want an easy life, go work at McDonald's. I mean, to be honest, it's the truth. You want an easy life, you want a life of no drama, go work at McDonald's. Now, if you ask me, I think it's harder to work at McDonald's than to actually go and take big risks, because not having enough income to support your family and help your friends is probably a lot harder. And you're not going to be able to do that if you're working at McDonald's, for example. But you have to know that if you're reaching up for bigger goals, you got to be willing to take setbacks. I've taken major setbacks in my life, and I've made very, very tough decisions without having any sort of fallback. I had nothing to fall back on. Nothing. I literally had nothing to fall back on. And I've had to make very tough decisions. So if I was like, licking my wounds and boo-hoo, feel sorry for me, and oh my God, look at me, blah, 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 I wouldn't get anywhere in life. So the reality is you're gonna have setbacks. I mean, do you really think that you're gonna accomplish great things in life without having setbacks, or without having losses, without having heartache, without, bleeding a little bit? Of course you're gonna bleed, of course. But dude, if you want to get anywhere in life, you got to be willing to throw down. Like, you got to be willing to go all in, get banged up, bruised up, thrown in the gutter, pushed, shoved, shot at, whatever it is. You got to be willing to take it, and you got to be willing to take it happily because you chose it, and move on. You have to be. Otherwise, you're never going to get anywhere in life. You're never going to get anywhere in life. Like, stuff happens, it happens. What are you going to do? The only control you have is how you respond to those things and what you do after. Like, I welcome it. Like, anytime I get a setback, or I don't really call them setbacks, I just call them, obstacles, right? So let's say you get hit with an obstacle. I'm like, okay, good, I'm leveling up. That's all it means. I recently got hit with an obstacle, and I'm like, okay, cool, boom, leveling up. That's all it means. It's an indicator that you're leveling up. It's an indicator that you're becoming more successful, because people attack other people that are more successful. It's just a reality. Like, if I wasn't successful and I wasn't striving for more, nobody would attack me. I wouldn't have fake Instagram accounts trying to get money from people. Nobody would talk about me. I would just be a guy that was liked. But when you strive for things that other people are not willing to strive for, and maybe they thought they should have, but they didn't, and so now they resent you for it because you actually took the leap and did it. Well, dude, I mean, that's par for the course, right? It's part of the territory. So I don't think that it's like an actor that becomes super successful and now is mad because it's like, you're standing outside my house. Well, dude, you signed up for it. And I could promise you that if all of a sudden you were a famous actor and you were mad because, the paparazzi are following you around, and one day they just stopped following you, I bet that actor would be like, damn, what happened? They used to follow me. So dude, I have no pity for those people. Like, you signed up for it. Did you really think that you were going to be the most successful singer or actor in the world, and people were just going to leave you alone? Like, is that what you wanted? No, you signed up for it. So being a successful business person is no different. I want to be a billionaire. I'm working towards that. Do I not think it's very naive of me to not think that I'm not going to get attacked, that I'm not going to get people talking bad about me, that I'm not going to have friends or people or associates turn on me. Did I really not think that? It's kind of naive to not think that, right? So you can't have this idea. You need to welcome it. You need to say, I signed up for it. It's what it is. It's part of the journey of being that successful person that you want to be. Oh, you had another friend that stopped talking to you. Oh, you had another person that turned on you. Great. It just means that you're leveling up. That's all it means. I love when that stuff happens. Honestly, I love it. I'm like, oh, boom. I just leveled up.